I have talked about multiple times how much I love bad ideas, because I think it's extremely funny for a group of people to come together, come up with the worst idea, but they think it is going to succeed. It is a plan so bad that if they go out and ask anyone else for a second opinion, they're automatically gonna hear them and go like, no, you cannot do this is not going to succeed, please stop. But they don't listen. They 100% believe in themselves, and they're using the power of hope and anime, hoping that everything is going to succeed. And then when they go out and do the plan, everything fails. Because shocking to no one, the terrible idea didn't work. But why am I talking about this? That is because not so long ago I decided to go on Reddit, which is something that I usually don't do because it's Reddit. But every single time when I do go there, I find something absolutely amazing. And I have found probably one of the worst ideas I have ever seen in an extremely long time. This is easily going on my top 10 list of terrible ideas, and it's probably right next to something like the Xbox Kinect. I have no idea why Microsoft actually thought that was a good idea. And that is a plan that two people ended up coming up with to harass a woman, and that is to send a giant python to eat her daughter, and then also tries to blow up her house. Yes, this is something that actually happened, and I didn't just make this up trying to be funny. I know I say this a lot, but every time when I talk about a crazy thing I find on the internet, one joke that I'll usually make is try to compare it to like a cartoon. But I'm starting to reach a point where I'm not even doing this as a joke. It's just true. This whole plan straight up sounds like something that will happen in like The Boys or like a regular show episode. Why would you think that is a good idea? Now, I know what you're thinking. What will cause someone to come up with this absolutely insane Looney Tune level plan? Something terrible must have to happen to them for them to be this mad at this woman that this is the level of extreme that they decided to go to. Well, you are going to be extremely surprised that all of this ended up happening simply because one of these people ended up breaking up with her. Yeah, they met each other on a dating app and shocked absolutely no one. It didn't really go well and the relationship ended. Now this guy has multiple options. Most of the time when a man gets their heart broken, they will do stuff like sit inside their room for a couple of weeks, be extremely sad, but then they'll get over it. I don't know, maybe they'll go on their villain arc and then they log on TikTok, watch 1000 looks maxing tutorial, try to mew to get a perfect jawline, start joking a little bit, or just completely give up. Normal things that most people will decide to do. But nope, his outcome is I'm just gonna come up with this plan, and not only that, I'm also gonna send her dog poop, throw arrows at her doors, and send her dead rats, just so I can go and get back at her, and then also decides to get his friend involved, because two people decided to do this just because one girl ended up breaking his heart. Now, currently, right now, all of this is allegedly. We don't really know if they really decided to do this, but either way, if this is something that they did do, that is wild. There is so much reasons why this is a bad idea, but I think the most insane part of this whole story is the python idea. Like, I'm really gonna send a snake inside of someone's house, just hoping that they're gonna eat the person's daughter. I need backstory on that. Did they full on went out of their way to get a ginormous snake, and did they like train it so it can go and do that? Like, you're sitting down there and showing it like motivational training videos on, hey, this is how you go inside of someone's house and just completely eat their daughter. They just make him go on Twitter and see a bunch of like Vorg art so the snake can get into this. Then if that just completely fails, I'm just gonna full on blow up the house and leave the crime scene looking like a episode of Breaking Bad, like when you get a flashback before the real plot starts. But either way, this is just an absolutely insane story that I ended up seeing, and I just have to talk about it. We truly do live in the goofy timeline, because every single day the world just becomes I was gonna say a more scary place, but just a more confusing place. So I would just say be careful when you're out there, because you don't know what could happen. You may be starring in a Looney Tunes episode without you even knowing. Anyway, that's it. My name is Lua. This is just something I want to talk about. You have a good day or night. See ya.